welcome to episode 359 of Retro Encounter, RPG Fan's podcast of many topics. I'm Mike Sollosi, and today we need to make it work and strut our stuff and be as judgmental as possible in a fashion-forward episode of Retro Encounter. That's right, we are going to talk about RPG fashions, some of our favorites, some of our least favorites. This is equal parts a celebration and a roast of the styles of varied RPG characters. But I am not doing this alone. I have a panel of three others with me. They are... They are... Audra Bowling.
Hello, hello.
Mario Garcia.
Hello, hello.
And making her triumphant return to the podcast after over almost 2 years.
The drama and extended hiatus from all the drama and the controversies and the busyness of life and popularity and humbleness.
That's Stephanie Sybydlo.
Fashion show!
This is an idea that we've had kicking around in our ideas board for a year, probably a couple of years. And Steph, I think you were one of the people that was on that card originally years ago.
I typed in all caps, fashion show.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. Each of us has 3 images here for our reaction and critique. And we're going to include links to those images in the show notes because, again, I mean, this is a very
visual.
It's a very visual episode in an audio medium, so we're not really playing fair here. But so we will include links. So listeners, if you aren't familiar with the characters or casts that we bring up, you should be able to find it in the show notes, either on RPGFan.com or in your podcast app. And so we decided. I asked everyone to give us 3 images. Something you like or don't like, or you at least think is worth discussing. It can be multiple characters from one game or one particular character or a vague idea. I wasn't exactly going to set hard and fast rules here, but are we ready to just dive into it? Talk about some clothes?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Stylish armor is like going to be the future of fashion.
I would love that very, very much.
I really hope so.
Right?
I spent like 45 minutes earlier today looking at stylish armor of Final Fantasy 14. Just like ooh, like this raid gear from 5.2 is
It
nice,
is so embellished. You wonder how at all they move around in it, but it looks so good.
Yeah, like, I wish we could have the stunning visuals of a full suit of armor with the mobility that they have in a video game, but that
Right.
might be a pipe dream.
Limit break.
Will it break your back?
Oh god, yeah, I love the Persona 2 cast. Oh my god. Sorry, I popped up the picture already. I just had to remark.
That's fine. I'll go first. One of mine is the main cast of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment.
Yeah.
So bring that image up on your screen if you haven't already. Now I'm gonna get this out there already. I'm not sure I like Maya's heart jacket here because those hearts on her jacket immediately draw attention to her chest area, which is
a little goofy.
Which is a little weird, but I like the I like the brown and white outfit, the purple tie. I
love her hair. It's very 90s, but it's very chic.
I love Katsuya's suit and shades. Like I just like a you're just men in suits as your main characters. That'll probably come up later. But the real winner here, Ulala's spider web dress is awesome. Her style is a little funky, a little goth lady, but the spiderweb dress is very dope.
It's a weird comment, but she looks like one of those really high fashion ladies you'd see at the hair salon doing the hair.
Oh yeah, no, she's like the coolest stylist at the salon.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And then you have Baofu. He like used to be a politician. Now he's like a weird internet hippie, like hacking the government, and he like works at a Chinese tea shop or something. So he's also, because he used to be a politician, he's on the run from triads trying to kill him. So he's like in shades and jewelry, and he grew his hair out. He's weird.
The choice of accessories is actually very nice. Like
contrasting
the yellow and the blue that really pops.
Yeah, a man with long hair and earrings, but also a suit. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very contemporary, actually.
Yeah, Tatsuya in the motorcycle jacket isn't as cool, and the two returning characters from Persona 1 are it's nice to see them, but really I think it's about Ulala's dress, Katsuya's suit, and
Yeah.
Baofu's accessories. I really like the look of this cast.
And
Katsuya, like,
Katsia's shades too.
Yeah, Katsuya's got some stylish glasses, and
Yeah.
Katsuya and Tatsuya are brothers, and their parents were horrible by giving them rhyming names.
God, that would be terrible.
Yeah, geez,
He actually looks kind of like a what's the name? Main guy looks like Xenoblade 3's Noah.
oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, red jacket with the
Yeah,
X
yeah.
pattern on the front of it.
Yeah, Tatsuya in Persona
Tatsuya,
2.
sorry,
But
yeah,
I
you
don't
got
I
it.
don't know Xenoblade 3 very well, sadly. I received it as a Christmas gift not long
Nice.
ago, but so maybe
Haven't
that
booted
maybe
up
that will
yet.
change soon, but
Yeah.
I'll get on that.
And like just to add to this, like after seeing Persona 2, like the matching personas are also just as chic. Like
Oh yeah. No,
like they all look like high art runway models, even just from how they're posed. Like they even have that kind of sass in their stances.
yeah, they have like a lot of them have faces with masks on them that almost look like statues
Yeah.
or something. It's a different design vibe than the personas made of 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
I like the main personas in most of the recent ones as well, but I do agree they had a bit of they had a chicness in Persona 2 that is not the same as the later ones.
Yeah, they became a little more symbolic after, but like this one, they're more human-like.
Mhm.
Awesome. So, all right, I am hopefully not going to spend too much money trying to recreate a suit just like Katsuya's. But Audra, give us one of the ones that you're bringing to the table for tonight.
Oh, I think I'll go with the Hunter's Common outfit from Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is like their default superhero costume.
I have not played Marvel's Midnight Suns, but you and I talked about it a little bit on the podcast last week. For that was the year end episode.
Yes, we did.
Good game,
I
I
quite
hear.
liked it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it made me very, very interested to try it, but I like this a lot. Audra, describe it a little bit and give us your feelings on it as well.
Well, it's kind of, I like it from a stance that sometimes with, especially the superhero outfits for women, you kind of go a little on the skimpy side, or whereas this one, it actually looks like a well-worn combat outfit,
Yes, it does.
but then it has
Yeah, it
like
does.
a nice little half skirt thing, and I like the emblazon of the Midnight Suns logo on it.
It's form-flattering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like an outfit that like an Amazon warrior woman or a female samurai could have because of the way that like she's fully covered with visible armor on her arms and legs, but she still has a feminine silhouette, and the skirt is like an armor skirt and not a cover up my upper thighs skirt.
Yeah.
It's a tactical skirt. You can scuff it a bit.
Yep.
Maybe that skirt has a razor edge, and she can twirl for critical hits.
Yes, she does have a whip actually that comes out of her arms, which
Oh.
is
Oh, that's
wow.
cool. So this is I mean, this is a Marvel game, so I guess that's a little bit like Omega Red.
kind of. Actually, now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, really. I was like, yeah, Mega Red.
Yeah, if he's like I mean, look, my deepest my deepest Marvel knowledge comes from like late '80s and early '90s X-Men stories. So my mind went to Omega Red.
Those went pretty far though. Like if you had that, you were pretty set for a while in the
Yeah.
X-Men lore.
And the X-Men Legends games
Yeah.
revisited a lot of those storylines, and so
That's true.
that's probably why I hold those in high esteem.
The Midnight Suns outfit though, like the black and the gold is just so chic
Yeah.
on all of them. You're getting a lot of really good versions on a lot of characters in that game.
Black,
Yeah.
white, and gold looks really good on
So
her. Like,
good,
how many
yeah.
variations of this outfit can you do? Because I mean, there is some character creation involved in this game, right?
There are a few different outfits. Like there's a Venom inspired outfit, and one
That's
that
cool.
kind of looks like, I don't. If you're familiar with Rachel Summers' Hound outfit from, she was a Phoenix character before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have one that kind of looks like her Hound outfit.
I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a nice throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool outfits in this game if there's a lot of references like this. But I think the color combination really works. Like Steph mentioned, the gold, black, and white.
And it works so well because they have like the light and dark balance thing that you can
Yeah.
do. So it almost like it's story relevant.
They've been really good with costumes lately. Like Marvel's just been killing it with a lot of their new redesigns. But like we just got the like a little off topic, but the Miles Morales game. And like
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing, just all the different Spidey suits you can get. In
Oh
those
my
games
god!
are just
Oh my God.
Have you unlocked the cat suit yet?
Not yet.
It's pretty great. If you finish the side quest about finding a missing cat,
Uh-huh.
then after you beat the game, you get one where he has a backpack with a cat with a spider mask in it.
Okay.
And
Oh
and
yeah,
as
the Spider
Aw.
Cat.
and
Yeah.
as he swings around, the cat will be like jumping out of the backpack onto your shoulder, like and
Well,
swinging around with
obviously.
you. It's beautifully animated. But yeah,
Oh,
Marvel's
man.
doing very well by a lot of their video games recently, like
Yeah.
Insomniac Spider-Man and Midnight Suns. Maybe not so much the Crystal Dynamics Avengers one.
Yeah, some of their tech outfits are a little out there.
Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy did really great renditions of its.
Oh my God, their outfits are also great.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
one from 2021. That was
Yeah.
that people were comparing to Mass Effect with how dialogue worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played that, but I actually bought it on sale.
Like Peter
Not long
Quill
ago.
in that one just looks so ridiculous. He's got that really high pompadour, you know,
Yeah.
the kind of spiky jacket and the rock and roll letters on the back. Like it's a little cheesy, but it's kind of perfect for him.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
And,
we could
like,
probably do an entire episode on just the fashions of comic book superheroes.
Oh yes.
Probably, yeah, that's
You're
right.
really
Sorry, I
good.
know.
No, it's fine.
But I do recommend that one too. Yay. Okay. Point done.
It's like if I brought up like Nightwing's 2000s Bloodhaven outfit, we'd probably have to just avoid staring at his shapely butt the whole time. Nightwing's got cake. What can I say?
Put him up there with Ashley Riot.
Ashley Riot and Dick Grayson and Leon Kennedy could just have it.
Ramza
Could just,
Bealuv with
could-
the like weird.
oh yeah,
belt, crotch belt.
Ramses Chapter 4 outfit. They can those four guys can have a booty off.
Oh my God, not the booty off.
That sounds like a different episode though. So
That does
Kudos
sound
to,
like-
to what's his name, Akihiko Yoshida. Like he's equal opportunity on the butt for,
Oh
for
my
the girls and
God.
guy designs.
That is true.
Oh,
Akihiko is up there, yes.
I'm glad you're doing podcasts again, Steph. Let me just say that out loud.
Yay!
All right, but Mario, again,
Yes.
let's try to not to focus too much on character attractiveness. As much as all four of us would love to
Absolutely
hold
not,
a
yeah.
booty off. This
That
is
sounds
a
like a future episode to me.
Yeah, this is a fashion show, not a different kind of show. So, what is your first image you're showing us today?
Oh, this is so good.
All right, yeah. So, I like basically everyone from Hades. I think that's not a very controversial statement at all.
Oh no, my game of the year of 2020.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
I just
yeah.
got it.
Oh,
my God.
Hades
such
is
joy.
so good. Audra, you're gonna have a good
Audra,
time.
you're gonna have a great time. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and also on top of being a really great game, it's also got really great characters with
Yeah.
they really popped off on these designs, honestly. It's like basically every character in this game is a really top tier design.
Yeah.
But here, since I'm gonna focus on one of them, and that person is Chaos. So yeah, looking
Wow.
at if you want to pull that up,
Yeah. There's a
yeah.
lot going on here too. Like
there's a
especially
lot
great
going on
choice.
here, which is like interesting because because Chaos is supposed to represent like basically the nothingness that like everything's emerging from and all of existence and like the void and all that. So it's like, how do you design that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In Hesiod's Theogony, chaos is one of the primordial forces that predates Zeus and the other gods, and even like Zeus's grandparents. It's like at the beginning there was only chaos, cosmos, and Erebos, and then a few other things like Nyx came out of them. Is that a feather boa made of people?
Right? Yeah, it's like
That
they
is-
got their
oh,
whole
wow.
like robe of the damned kind of thing going on. Like whatever. It's like I guess they're maybe the dead or
I never thought
I
of it
don't
as
know.
like a humanoid boa. That's actually pretty interesting.
yeah, and like yeah, the more I look at this design, the more I notice like the little earth like in their hands or their fingers. Or I think that's like an earth, or maybe it's not.
Yeah,
but
it's
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I never
little
noticed
gem.
that before.
yeah,
Just in the fingers of his hand, he could just squish it.
yeah.
I've talked to Chaos to get his risky or their risky bonuses probably 100 times.
I love it. I'm just noticing this now, but like the left hand is like literally peeling the galaxy apart.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, the fingers go. That's how the. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, they're running their fingers down like the side of the background, and the
Oh, I just
and
got
they're-
shivers.
Yeah,
And it
they're
causes, like, the darkness, yeah.
they're moving. It's causing a depression in
cool.
space time.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
Oh, that's
also,
cool.
I mean, this is not really fashion, but when you speak to Chaos, they speak in sort of a a sort of like an off chorus. It's like it sounds like multiple voices at once, but in a
It's
sort of
heavily
unsettling
modulated,
way.
Yeah.
And your interactions with Chaos make it clear that they're not like other gods. And I'm not telling a joke like they're not like other girls. It's like this one's really not like other gods. Yeah, I never thought of this as a human feather boa before. I knew I saw parts of that in their design, but now that I'm looking at it closely,
I
oh
do
wow.
like the kind of decision to clearly make Chaos quite beautiful. I mean, those eyelashes are not a mistake.
Yeah.
That chiseled face is definitely not a mistake.
That is a
Oh,
strong
definitely.
jawline. Look at that.
Yeah, those cheekbones could cut steel for sure, or the galaxy, I suppose.
Oh my god, they probably
And
do
then
cut
the
galaxies.
wings on the head.
Yeah, the wings
Yeah.
on the head, the
It's like wings and horns. It's like
Yeah.
going.
Mhm.
And the design on their forehead too, like the whole thing's just great. Like their hair, that I guess I don't know, is that hair that's like the wings are coming out of?
Yeah, it's got Nyx's dark jewels as earrings.
yeah, and yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
Nyx and Chaos have both in mythology and in the game a sort of a
Sort of parent.
a
right?
sort of a parent-child relationship.
Yeah.
And also like we can jump around the other characters a little bit. I love
Mhm.
Nyx's outfit. She is so cool.
She's so
Yeah,
cool.
Nyx is great too.
She's so chill and like the calm one to Hades' fire, you know?
I
Yeah.
really think she is the best stepmom in video game history.
Well
Because
said.
yeah, because like at the beginning of the game, Zagreus realizes that Nyx isn't his real mom, even though he grew up believing that, and his journey is to find Persephone, his real
Persephone's
mother.
stupid spiky hair is so cute.
Yeah.
Like,
I like how she's basically like wearing leaves and lettuce, which makes it look good. I love
Yeah.
Nyx's tunic is so pretty.
what's her name? The mom, Persephone's mom,
Demeter.
Oh,
Demeter.
Demeter?
Yeah,
Yeah, mhm.
she has just that one green ribbon to like. She's holding onto the green ribbon to represent her daughter. I think is a really sweet touch.
Yeah, but otherwise she has a very winter themed outfit in
Yeah.
in Hades.
And the only
Yeah.
thing that draws it is the green ribbon that Persephone's already wearing. God, they all look so good. Like every design of them is just a very conscious decision to make them look cool. Like stupid Neptune's like seahorse crown.
Yeah.
Like it's so silly looking.
Oh, Neptune's like the ultimate Uncle
Uncle.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
The fact they actually did Aphrodite in the nude, but that's the last thing you're looking at. All of her design elements draw you to her face.
Yeah.
It's so crafty.
Yeah, her face and hair look so pretty, and she accessorizes well with the gold and green. I mean, Dionysus isn't wearing a lot either, but he makes that purple tunic look good.
Stupid heroes in their second outfits. I don't want to spoil it for Audra, but they're the second outfit that you see the two heroes in.
Oh
the
yeah.
Minotaur
Oh,
and
yeah.
Oh my God.
Theseus and the Minotaur. I forget the Minotaur's name. It's I feel bad.
Tip of my tongue, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
he's got like that cute pompadour too. He's got like the
Asterius,
curly
was it?
hair.
No.
Yes.
Asterios.
Asterios,
Yeah,
yeah.
Asterios. Yeah. Yes,
And
that's
he's
it.
got like curly, funny hair. Like they both look kind of dashing in a weird way. Even the Minotaur man, he's got like a dapper hairdo.
Yeah, and like Theseus looks like a classical hero, but
Yes, but stupider.
his dumb
Yeah.
expression just gives him a very punchable face.
Yeah,
Very punchable.
Dusa looks ridiculous. Like the sisters are really cool looking. Like they all look amazing. And I'm just thrilled that the internet is just dying over Hades 2 happening.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we all
Yeah.
are.
I mean, I was quite thrilled about it, especially since Supergiant is usually not in the business of making sequels, since
Yeah.
they've done 4 standalone games from 2011 to the present, and so like for Hades being their biggest success, and now Hades 2 being met with such a positive reception, yeah, I mean, you love to see it. That's all I can say. You love to see it.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm
one of those
excited for
cases
it.
where I think like they had so many ideas on the cutting room board on the editing floor. They're just like, let's just do a sequel because we can finally work all this in.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle for Melanoid to have the same raw bisexual energy that Zagreus does, but they're going for it.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
like,
they're
Like,
definitely
have
going
they
for
actually
it.
confirmed that?
Well, I mean, look, Zagreus has a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and a
That's
poster
true.
of Dionysus and a poster of Aphrodite on his wall. So, I think it's pretty clear.
He's a nice playboy, at least.
Oh no, he is the practically the definition of a bihimbo.
By himbo.
There's
I like this
although
term.
maybe there is parlance for that. That's deeper slang lore than I can go. But all right, if I threw out the term bihimbo, maybe we really need to change the topic. Steph, show us one of your images for us tonight.
Okay, so I'm just throwing a lot. I could throw a lot of love to a lot of Tales games because they just have just crazy designs, throughout their 20, almost 30-year history.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's your next milestone. So I just cited the Tales of Hearts. I just love everybody's outfit in this game. It's all kind of wild and crazy. You got the if you're pulling up the image, like you got Amber who's wearing like this kind of onesie with the long sleeves and the shorts. It looks really cute though, and she's got an adorable hairdo. Hisui, who's the guy with the green jacket, like he looks like he's a surfer guy. I don't
Yeah.
sea surfing. Okay, and like the main guy is named Kor or Shing, and like just same thing. The game suffers really badly from like NPCs who look like farmers, and then you got your main cast who are wearing these like decked out super neon ultra
Oh, that's
outfits.
funny.
You know who the main characters are.
Except in Tales of Eternia, your martial arts girl is also dressed like a farmer, and I frankly
She's
wish they.
not. She's wearing a dress.
She's wearing a dress, but it's like it's like a
farming
milkmaid.
dress.
It's like a milkmaid dress. What are you talking about?
Okay, true. Okay,
But
I get that angle.
I'm just saying we should have more RPG characters that stay dressed as dowdy farmers the whole time. But anyway, I mean, bring us to the star of the show, who has a
Okay.
truly amazing color combination.
I love it. Okay, so first off,
Yeah.
kudos to the fact that it's not only just an older gentleman. I think he's like in his mid 40s or early 40s or something like that. But he's pulling off the neon colors, the kind of 90s colors you'd see, that neon purple, that light lime, a sort of animal textured fur coat. He's got like a bunch of jewelry on, so he looks, kind of bohemian, along with those boots there. Like they're just kind of crazy looking. I
Yeah.
showed off a whole bunch of pictures. He uses like the twin axes too, and he's got like those darkened shades. Like, I don't know, just everything about it is really working for me. It looks insane. I didn't even beat Tales of Hearts, so I don't know how much of it is explained, but it's a crazy design.
I have a copy of Tales of Hearts for the Vita, but I haven't played it yet because, I mean,
lot
of
of
course,
fun.
there's too many video games is
That's
the
true.
problem.
Yeah.
But this guy's name is Gall or Gale.
Gall Grunner, yeah, and just like same thing. He looks very sporty and very, very weirdly chic. Like,
I like the
Yeah.
fur. I like the fur collar on his jacket, similar to the one
very
that
different.
that the guy in green has. But the fact that he has this jacket and like these biker boots and chaps,
yeah.
but his jacket is also like cyan, magenta, and yellow. It's
Yeah.
like-
Audra finds such crazy
purple
colors for
gloves.
her characters in general. Like, just chooses the weirdest, wackiest colors and makes them really work. She really draws funny boots though. Like all the characters have like these kind of weird, chunky, like Ugg looking boots. Even like the fantasy ones are just kind of like weirdly chunky looking, but they're cool.
I remember reading once many years ago that the reason Street Fighter characters always either have huge boots or huge feet is
Yeah.
because they look unnaturally small or like they don't have feet at all if you animate them with more regularly proportioned feet. So
Yeah,
like,
it's that exaggeration that really.
yeah, so
pops.
I think to make them seem more like humans and not like Fire Emblem people with no feet at all. Sometimes video game sprite feet are unusually large, or they're wearing big heavy boots or something.
Also, credit where it's due. He's got facial hair. You don't see that often on anime people. It's all of it. It's all weird. He's a stylish elderly person. He's not wearing some sort of like military outfit. It's like
Are you
kinda
telling me
chic.
that Gall is zaddy?
Who's Zaddy?
All right, well, because I mean, it's unusual. Like this is a middle-aged man in an RPG who has definitely masculine features. He's very tall. He has this beard and mustache,
He's got
but
like
also
a light purple scarf on. Like,
yeah,
that's
but
just
Yeah.
fashionable.
but the purple scarf and the yellow and cyan jacket, it's
Yeah.
it's great.
and it's not just fur he has. It's clearly a specific animal fur because it's got pattern on it.
I'm trying to remember. What color is Max's jacket in Tales of Eternia?
Yeah, it's like a dark coat, but yeah, like his color scheme too. Max from Eternia.
Yeah, okay,
anyway.
yeah. Max from Eternia, my
He's got a
favorite
pink
character
scarf.
from that game. He has he has like a raspberry cape and a pink scarf and a dark purple jacket.
He's got the like kudos to Eternia, where an entire planet is like darker skinned people, and he's got this gorgeous lime colored hair, like citrus lime colored hair.
And that's another Itamata design.
Yeah, like she killed it. She does such a great job. And that weird cat thing that follows him around, the Miakus, which looks like a weird doll. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Like the Eternia designs are just so much fun, and Meredy is like one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
I love Tales of Eternia, but I've never played Tales of Hearts, so this is my first time seeing Gall, I think. But he reminded me of Max/Fog from Eternia in the best way. So thank you for sharing this, Steph.
I
But
love Inumada's art. Like, I think it was one of those things where, like, when I was young, I didn't think much of it. I thought it was a little too weird, but now I just love how weird it is because you see it's so unlike everything out there.
It's definitely eye-catching.
Yes, it's not always gonna make sense, and it's not always something you would want to wear personally, but it does look interesting.
all right, but we've had a lot of fun saying positive things about the Tales series and Inomata. But
Yes, let's
let's.
do it.
I'm going to bring over the sort of the one that I want to talk negatively about. So I'm sorry to bring the podcast down, but please click on the link for the characters of Magna Carta: Tears of Blood for the PlayStation 2.
I love it and I hate it so much.
I hate most of these. Like the main character, Callance, does not know how to wear pants. He's exposing buttock and midsection with these clothes that hang off him weirdly. And he also was wearing platform sandals for some reason. And then you have the two female leads, Maya and I'm sorry, Wreath and Neonis, like just have extremely form fitting dresses that also that just don't make sense. Like I don't know
It's
why
suction
they're
cup right on
yeah
there.
I don't know why their boobs look so weird in these dresses,
Yeah.
but like and it looks worse in game and not just in the art. Like Heron doesn't have a shirt, but his stomach is caving in on itself, so she really should be wearing a shirt. um and the sort of Callance's friend Azel, he also has platform sandals, and he does the Titus FF10 thing of pant legs of varying lengths while he's wearing like a sleeveless kung fu shirt and fingerless gloves. I just hate it so much. These are my least favorite RPG character designs.
I love how unique they are, and I love the color choices, and some of the design choices are interesting, but like, yeah, the suction cup outfits, the eggplant titties, and like some of the weird anatomy too, actually.
Yeah, it's which one of them is dressed the most normally? Like,
It's a
that's a
race to
harder
the bottom for that
that's a
one.
harder
That's probably
question.
the Chris Arkway, who's got like the skater shorts of the early
Yeah,
aughts.
he's got baggy shorts and a bucket hat, so he
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah, he looks very 2000s.
yeah he looks like
Yeah.
a modern day Shaggy from Scooby Doo maybe.
He looks like he's gonna sing "You Only Get
Oh,
What You Give."
he looks like he's gonna have a guitar and a college quad, and the only song he knows is Wonderwall.
Yeah, that's about right. For like, I swear to God, 10 years and before I actually did like my research of the game, Counts was like one of those cases like that's a girl. Oh wait, it's just a very beautiful boy.
Oh yeah, like Rob Lowe in Parks and Recreation or something.
Like he is just beautiful. That is a very beautiful man.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful man, but his shoes don't make sense, and I don't know why he's exposing a full third of his buttocks.
That is a straight up thong on there, I think too.
He has to be wearing either a thong or a fundoshi or something, because there is no briefs or boxers there.
I think the thing I hate about it is that is like, even though I think it does look kind of cool because it's just different, like I'll say that much, none of it looks comfortable to wear in real life.
Oh,
No,
definitely not.
none of these
No,
people,
it does not
except for
look
maybe Chris, because again he's wearing shorts and an open shirt, but like no one else
is exempt from this. He just looks like a normal dude.
no one else is comfortable in their outfits.
Yeah, just a lot of it just looks really busy. It's I don't know.
I mean, and this was a South Korean based team making a Japanese RPG, but published by a Japanese company. So I don't know if that influences the fashion decisions at all. But I just
Kyung Tae Kim has just a very particular style. Like I think Wreath looks really cool, but again, just same thing. It's just the weird anatomy that's like she looks like a sex doll in a way.
It's weird anatomy and weird clothing choices, and I do want to focus on style and clothing more so than character attractiveness, because otherwise again it would turn into a booty show. But I've always hated these. I thought they looked weird in the images. I thought it looked weird in gameplay. I just couldn't get on board with this game, and I did buy it, and then I ended up giving it to a friend because I just didn't want it in my CD wallet anymore.
It's somebody else's problem then. I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
I've always wanted to play these, because I remember that like it was a pretty big deal early on, like hearing about this game because it looked kind of impressive, especially in the early 2000s. But
yeah, they there was a marketing push behind it. I remember there was
really
it was published by Softmax, which is I'm sorry, Softmax is the developer. It was published by Atlas, and Atlas really put a lot of marketing behind it. I remember there was a website with sound samples and voice samples and everything that I visited. But I remember being interested in this game. Yeah, it's not great. I cannot defend these this
I've
game.
heard it's kind of average, yeah. Like besides like the incredible visual language and all that stuff, and
But
the
I
graphics,
mean,
it was one of those just like it's okay to play.
like you're being very charitable here. I really hate these fashion choices.
I just like it because it's different, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's not my thing either.
But okay, that's enough about Magna Carta Tears of Blood, a game that I promise will never ever be given a Game Journal episode in Retro Encounter.
As long as you're overseeing
That
it.
one's not happening. If I'm retired and someone else takes over, then you could do a whole month of Magna Carta. But I'm not going to be on it.
Mhm.
But Audra, your next one
Yes.
is someone that it has been on a Retro Encounter episode before. Tell us about her.
Well, actually, it's my second choice that I also really like is Tali from Mass Effect.
So good.
I love her design and that it actually has like a story purpose to it.
Yeah.
But it really fits for the sci-fi atmosphere, and there's so much
Ooh, this
level
is
of
cool.
detail.
It's
on
a
her
good visual
outfit.
language. The patterning is really cool.
Mario, have you not played Mass Effect before?
I haven't actually, no.
Oh boy! All right, get ready, children. Lean back because I'm giving you a lore dump. Okay, Tali.
Do it. I'm ready.
Tali is an alien called a Quarian, and they raised a race of androids called the Geth that ended up being resulting in a civil war between the Quarians and the Geth. So the Quarians lost their home planet to a robot army basically, and now they
Okay.
live on a fleet of ships that's forever wandering the galaxy. But because of living on these ships for centuries without a real atmosphere around them, they all basically their immune systems went to shot. So
That's
all
such a great plot point.
so all Quarians wear masks and bodysuits that are completely temperature and climate controlled. So so all Quarians have masks sort of like Tali's and suits sort of like hers, but hers is a little bit more accessorized. She has this patterned purple shawl that goes down to her waist. It's form fitting, so you can see her feminine silhouette a little bit. And she has sort of I think all Quarians have sort of raised toes, so she's not wearing high heels, but it looks like she's on her tiptoes. And Tali also has a very, very sweet personality and is lovely to talk to, unless she's talking about annihilating Geth.
Yes, she's a sweetheart.
She's very sweet. Yeah, she's very sweet, except because she wants to murder a race of evil androids.
Oh.
That's that's some
But
drama.
are they evil?
Yeah, you see that is one of the big
Dun, dun,
subplots of the whole
dun.
trilogy. So, but
It needs to be said, the allure of a masked character, like the whole design decision to keep somebody like completely from view like that, is always just such an enticing idea. You got to know what's
Yeah.
under the mask, right?
yeah, what does Tali look like is a big question among Mass Effect fans, and there is like a scene you can unlock where you see her face in a photograph or something.
No one likes the answer.
and they even changed it for Legendary Edition, and no
Did
one
they?
liked no one liked either answer. Yeah, they just made her a little bit more human looking. I think Tali's outfit's great. Sort of the purple and black suits her very well, and I especially like that her hood is patterned and not a solid purple, which just makes it look
Yeah,
a little bit more ornate.
It's very
there's an
distinctive.
attention
like,
to detail.
yes. Yeah, the fact that you can tell like just from those like the swirls on there, like I like when you see even just it's stupid, but like the BioWare store and you can tell it's a Tali outfit because of the the distinct swirl on the patterning. So it's based off Tali's outfit or whatever. But and I like that kind of purple motif too. So
Yeah,
it
same.
just looks really cool.
She also has the second best dancing animation in Mass Effect 3, behind James Vega, who can cut a rug. Let me tell you, like if you want a good time on YouTube, look up James Vega dance animation because let me tell you, it's breathtaking.
I gotta see this. Yeah.
I need to see this too.
Tali's the second best dancer in the group, though. She does a very nice job, and the worst is probably the main character, Commander Shepard, who just has the worst awkward shuffle in the world. No matter how you dress yourself, you cannot make yourself look good when you dance. But Tali sure can.
That's awesome.
And Mario, maybe I'm just saying, maybe you should play some Mass Effect and then listen to our.
I really do need to. It's just one of those series I've just never got into, but definitely have a lot of people recommending it. So
they're good. I'm a big fan.
They're definitely quite good.
I like this one
If you get the
concept art that looks very comic booky. Like one of the artists on Mass Effect looks very like kind of like a Marvel designer almost. So you kind of get this kind of nice touch to a lot of the designs.
They released dozens of volumes of a Mass Effect comic. I think
So
the collected version is something like 400 pages.
Oh yeah.
oh wow.
Extended universe stuff for Mass Effect is getting big.
Oh yeah, no, there's novelizations, and there was a comic that ran for a couple years. Like Mass Effect was very, very big in the 2007 to 2013 range when it was hot, and then Mass Effect Andromeda happened, and well, we're not here to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. Another game, very, very unlikely to have a retro encounter episode.
Aw.
Mass Effect?
No. We have 3 episodes on the Mass Effect trilogy.
Oh.
Actually 5 episodes of the Mass Effect trilogy, but none on the later sequel, Mass Effect Andromeda. Although
That one wasn't bad. It
I
was
know,
okay.
I
I
know,
know, I
Audra
liked
likes
it.
it and Jono likes it. I just don't want to play it.
You know what? Do it if you do it for anything. Do it just for the gameplay because the gameplay is actually very solid.
Well, I say that, but I also bought it on the Steam sale because it was $5 a few weeks ago.
It's
Oh my God, the
totally
sales are
worth
so
that.
good, yeah.
It's totally worth $5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or $4.89 or whatever
It's
I
the
paid.
price of an old school rental.
All right. Well, thank you so much for revisiting Mass Effect with talking about Tali Vos Normandy, or Tali Zora Vos Normandy, I should say. Audra, Mario, what's the next one you want to share with us?
All right, next one I want to share. So this is kind of similar to Hades. Another series I think has really stacked good designs.
We were just talking about making this its own podcast.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So Pokemon's also pretty stacked, and the humans of Pokemon are really well designed. And like, yeah, I think just the fact that so there's at least 8 gym leaders per gen, and not counting like trials and stuff like that in Sun and Moon and all that. But
yeah.
but having how many gens there are, and that's not even considering like Elite Four champions, the trainers themselves, like the professors each gen. Like, yeah, it's just really, it's very wild how many characters Pokemon has and the consistent quality and like
The designs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like it's great because like now that Pokemon has been around so long, and you kind of either on purpose or not on purpose, you kind of design with the era that you're in. Like so, early gym leaders look very 90s. I'm seeing her
Yeah.
there, but Flannery is wearing those like really chunky bootcut pants. The bootcut jeans and crop top, which is again very very 2000s.
It is.
But I love it. It looks so good, and same here with your choice here.
Yeah, so and then I was gonna sort of focusing on one person, Arcade Star Dahlia from Platinum. Even so that's not even mentioning like the Battle Frontiers and all the times they have to like design more trainers for that. But yeah, no, her outfit's really cute. I like the color palette she's got going. Definitely very contemporary. Yeah, that's a good thing though. Like, good thing you pointed out. Like, the closer the games get to like modern times, the more they really reflect the fashion of the time, which is interesting.
I'm trying to think of who I find the most fashionable Pokemon characters. I mean, Steven Stone from Gen 3 has a cravat, which is a win every time. I really like Archie from Gen 3 as well, the pirate guy with a he has like a wetsuit that goes into a cape in Omega Sapphire.
I like his
cool
redesign for the remakes.
Yeah, and one of my favorite gym leader in Gen 4, Volkner, has a really cool jacket that looks like
Volkner's great.
He looks like he could be in a boy band or something.
Yeah, and the characters just do a really good job of like I think obviously you're not supposed to judge a book by the cover, but in video games you can, because the designs look really like their personalities or like their gym leader type, for example. And they do a really good job of conveying a lot about a character just based off their appearance.
Yeah, like Steph mentioned Flannery before. She's wearing a crop top because for some there's always like one female main character in Pokemon that's showing a little bit of midriff. I don't know what that's about, but her hairstyle is like fans out and looks like a campfire or something, because she's a fire type. She's a fire type gym leader, so her hair has like a sort of a fiery motif to it.
The way they kind of make it reference like what type they are is usually very creative. You can tell the designers are just having a blast designing this kind of stuff.
Their names are usually a little on the nose or a pun or something, but they do communicate their type and their attitude with their clothing a lot, and that's usually pretty good. It would be neglectful not to say this. There are, I want to say, 2 fashion model gym leaders. There's Alessa from Gen 5, and she even has a different outfit on her runway, in black
Yes.
white versus
Yeah.
black 2
Oh,
white
wow.
2. And
Yeah.
and her puffy sleeves in
They
black
look
2 white
so
2
good.
looks really really cool.
Oh
And
my
Yeah.
god.
she has a headband that's red on one side and blue on one side because of Plusle and Minoon, which are the
Yeah,
blue,
and the whole
which are
like positive negative
yeah,
charges and
yeah,
all
the
that.
positive and
Yeah.
negative little electric rabbits. And the
Yeah.
other one, I think her name's Tulip, is one of the gym leaders in Scarlet Violet. She's a psychic type
Oh, the
gym
psychic
leader.
type, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and she has like butterfly motifs, and she's carrying a stylish bag. And
Oh, it looks almost like hypnotic or like a kaleidoscope almost. Like it's
yes,
just kind of
Yeah.
trippy to look at.
yeah, she looks great. And her best friend is a fighting type instructor, and
Mhm.
her best friend's kind of a goofus. She's like, man, I've fought Tulip so many times and I never can win. I wonder why that is. He's like, well, it's because
Yeah.
fighting is weak against psychic.
There's I was also thinking like Pokemon Arceus, the like Diamond Squad leader, Adaman.
Oh
Oh
You
yeah,
yeah,
know,
Adamant.
whatever.
Yeah, he's also got a great
Yeah,
design.
so he's got like just the kind of tri-colored hair, which again looks very contemporary, even though it's in the past. You know, he's got like the kind of scar in the eyebrow, which just gives him a good character. The one earring, and he's even got like even a bit of eye makeup on. Like in terms of like pulling from contemporary kind of fashion, it's just so
Yeah.
well done, and I love what Pokemon does. It was like Adamant and Melly. It was like the fellow with the like long purple hair.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Like they're just
the
so fun
electrode one,
looking.
right?
yeah. The guy. Oh yeah, the guy in the mountain zone, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of a jerk, but he does have interesting styling choices.
But he's like fun, goofy jerk.
And I should mention one more design from an older Pokemon game I want to mention because I think she's very fashionable. Kalos, the region of Gen 6 for Pokemon XY, is based on France, and the champion of Kalos, Diantha, is sort of like French
She's
fashion
Audrey.
model.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has
Wow.
like the hot pant with the long white coat and the boa, and she has a very stylish shoes and
She's got
handbag.
the Audrey Hepburn hair and eyebrows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I can see it. Like, and what's a Charade is set in Paris. So yeah, Audrey Hepburn did go to Paris for at least one movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie, by the way. It's a murder mystery where her husband's hid away $200,000 worth of gold from the war, and a bunch of people are after it.
God, I love that. That's chump change these days.
Oh yeah, no, it's a sure okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, if you want to watch a cool 1970s movie with Audra Hepburn in Paris, watch Charade. It's a very very good movie. But anyway, okay, if I'm going into my my favorite Audra, it's unfair.
Audra,
It's
yeah.
unfair. We're talking about Audrey Hepburn, but there's a person named Audra on the panel. It's too confusing for me. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Don't
so
apologize.
sorry.
Don't apologize.
Don't
for
apologize
being
for
named.
existing.
Agreed, Mario. Agreed. But Steph, let's go with another one off your list. What do you have for us?
Woo-wee. Okay, so yeah, I actually did one per Persona, so I'm kind of glad you did, Mike. But I went for SMT 3.
I played this game for the first time last year and really really liked it, even
the
though
first
it
time?
gave me nightmares.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that game is terrifying. There's a lot going on in that game. Yeah, so like I wanted to specify kind of the hero, but I gave a picture of just kind of everybody and their sort of transformation into the end of days times that it is, when you become a demon and all that stuff. So I love our main guy just for looking like an everyday Joe before he actually transforms into a demon. Just that like basic sports coat, the kind of kappa, pattern on the jacket. Just basic pants and just, some really nice shoes, some really nice sneakers. And then, of course, the transformation is kind of cool. Just those tattoos, those striking tattoos, the glowing teal lights on him. It's so simple, but it's just so good. It's very appealing to look at. And a lot of like Kaneko's designs are really like that. It's kind of very basic stuff, but it looks real. It looks like something you would see. The only time I'll ever say this is like Chiaki actually has a okay looking jean dress on. I will never say that again. But I also just love her like straight hair. Like I always feel like a lot of anime designs default to giving their characters bangs, so it's actually really great when you see how often a lot of Persona games try to avoid that actually, because they're trying to capture more of a contemporary look with a lot of its characters that you would see in everyday life. Like that stupid hat Isamu has on is totally cool for him. The cut up jeans is just a really cool design choice. The over embellished belt was very, kind of 2000s for like the edgy kids out there.
Yeah, Isamu
Yeah.
is sort of an uncool guy, but he's trying to dress cool.
Yeah, and like you totally did see people dressing like that back then, and
Yeah.
it really works.
But
Oh,
but
God, yeah, the
after they
teacher looks really
transform,
cool. Yeah, and after they transform,
after they
it's just kind of
transform,
frightening.
Chiaki and Isamu are very scary looking.
Yeah, yeah, I don't even know where to get in with that. Yeah, so Isamu has like a whole bunch of like moaning faces like on his body. It's just very creepy, and like the order from Chiaki's outfit just goes absolutely crazy. The spiked out hair, and the absolutely brutal looking arm. They all look really cool though. Even that stupid idiot with the hair. Sorry, I forgot his name in the brown.
Oh, the guy who's the main villain for like the
Hated
first
him.
3/4 of the game.
Yeah, he drove me nuts. But like same thing, it's just cool designs throughout, and like his sort of like persona, which just intimidating as hell looking.
I mean, it's abundantly clear that I like it when have where your characters are just men dressed in suits. I think it's a nice brown suit he has on.
It really, yeah, it's stylish, it's unique, it's not too ordinary so as to not be just another NPC. Like it has some style to it.
I'm pretty sure I have beaten up characters in clothing very similar to that in a couple of the Yakuza games.
Yeah.
so like a little bit like a stylish brown suit with the and like leather shoes, but like slightly Japanese gangster.
I really like too how the Demi Fiend in this one like really contrasts against the SMT5 Pro Tag too. So like this one is kind of really undercut. There's something powerful about just how plain it is, like it's kind of unembellished. It's very ordinary. It's almost fearful in its own way, and especially by the end when you're out going, to kill God and all that shit. As you are often want to do in these games, but then like you got the SMT5 protagonist who is just massive hair, massive beautiful blue hair, and it's just sort of an interesting juxtaposition from how low key this one is versus how high key and overdone the SMT5 one is. I say that in a good way though, because I think they both look brilliant for different reasons.
I think
they're really
probably
interesting designs.
Yes,
I think like 20% of SMT5's animation budget went into the Nahobino's hair.
Just turn that hair up,
and also like how the Demi Fiend, the main character of SMT3, like when he transforms,
so practical.
he still has a fully human silhouette, but the tattoos are very striking, but he still has his high school sneakers on.
Yes, I love the way the tattoos run through the body as well. Like I think that's just a very stylish choice. So it feels like a complete transformation in some way.
It's like a superhero with demon powers covered in tattoos, but he's still got sneakers.
You got sneakers. They're good sneakers. It's hard to find good shoes, especially when the world blows up. So
if you find a pair of shoes you like, memorize that make and model and size, because
you're like Nikes or Skechers. I'm sure they'll last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna fall apart in 6 months like Chuck's.
Yeah. But no, I just like a lot of SMT designs. You could tell a lot goes into designing each of their characters. I'm sure a lot of anger and back and forth between the artist and creative directors to approve it, but like it always comes out really good and very appealing designs.
Yeah.
Even the samurais, I sort of just completely skipped SMT4, but like the samurai designs in that were just really cool.
And the journalist guy in SMT3, I have not played SMT2, but I've heard that like he's supposed to be the reincarnation of a character that had a grisly fate in SMT2, which is why.
I'm sorry, but he looks like Orlando Bloom to me.
Oh yeah, a little bit. But I think that's why in the game he's like, while he's investigating, it's like it like all feels familiar to him, but he doesn't know why. It's because he's supposed to be somebody reincarnated. But I don't know enough about SMT2 to get into that. But you did mention samurai. I have a samurai and a pirate and a witch to share with you soon.
Still good with those segues, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, look, you got Inomata's funky boots on velvet.
I did.
Like, they just look weird.
We're going back to the Tales series because I want to talk about Tales of Berseria, specifically the 6 main characters, because genuinely, these are 3 costumes I love and 3 costumes I do not.
I would love to know which ones. Yeah.
I wonder which ones
it's probably not shocking. I don't know. My taste is probably a little bit traditional. First of all, I don't like Velvet's outfit. It's completely torn off. She has
it's too busted. It's just a little too busted.
She had a simple brown tunic and cape at the very beginning of the game, but then a bunch of horrible things happened to her, and she is wearing a torn up version of her clothes with lots of leather straps and a revealing torso, but still a cape and very long flowing hair, which was shorter at the beginning of the game. But she's wearing these like sharp, painful looking metal greaves. And
She's so edgy.
yeah, no, she's extremely edgy,
Very
and
edgy.
she's extremely angry. Most of her dialogue is screaming the name of
It's
the man
just
that wronged
anger.
her.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not much of a spoiler because it's like 10 minutes into the game. But
Oh, really, yeah.
Artorias.
Yeah.
But so like I immediately switched her into one of the DLC free outfits that I got for her.
I love her villager outfit. I'm a leggings
Her
person.
villager outfit with the
It's
brown
cute.
dress is cute, and if you buy the pirate DLC, she has like a cool
good
pirate
one.
lady jacket.
Yeah, she actually has a pirate jacket, even though she is a pirate.
Yeah,
Technically.
in this game, you meet up with a band of pirates, and like you team up with them, and they're your conveyance or your transport for the whole game. Which leads me to the second character, Aizen, who's on the left of this photo. He's the captain of the pirate ship that joins you, and he's like slightly edged, cool pirate guy. I love it. I like the cape.
He looks good.
I like
Yeah.
the gloves. I like the vest with the chain on it.
He's got like those medieval puffy jacket.
Yeah,
you know, it's got like the slits in it.
It's a little puffy, but not over the top like
No.
like Alessa's Pokemon
Yeah.
Black
No,
2
not like
outfit.
that.
But
Not high fashion
yeah,
puffy.
it's like you can sort of tell he's a pirate, but also this could just be a stylish coat.
Like, it is the straightest hair. It's not
Yeah.
even fluffy. It's straight.
Just goes straight down.
Yeah.
And he's also really stylish. His weapons are gloves and coins, and he's cursed with bad luck. So he's
cool.
so
yeah.
so he's always flipping a coin in one hand, but it's drawn tails for 1,000 times in a row. So he's like he beats the crap
Why
out of
doesn't he
enemies.
Just bet on tails.
Yeah, it's like he's beating the crap out of people while flipping a coin in one hand. It's very stylish. I like him.
Oh, I was gonna say, I will say his boots are interesting.
That's what I was going to bring up, actually.
Yeah.
Have you played the Tails games, or?
I haven't actually, no.
Okay. So they're almost Western-styled boots.
Yeah, I think they're Western style
stinky cowboyish.
high boots, but one of them has the flaps down and one of them has the flaps up, like he's riding a horse.
Yeah. So if
got
anybody's
it.
played Tales of Systeria, it's actually his sister who's wearing those boots in that
Correct.
game. They're very big on her.
Tales of Zestiria is a sequel to Tales of Berseria, and
Yes.
Aizen's sister is a character in Zestiria, and there are a lot of weird connections between them, like the world and spirits in Tales of Zestiria sort of get created by the events of Tales of Berseria.
Hmm.
But one more I do like, Rokuro the samurai. I just think
Love the color.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
I-
no, that's great.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
great.
samurai stuff. Samurai was one of my main jobs in Final Fantasy XIV when I played that all the time. But
Uh-huh.
Rokuro having like white, orange, and purple,
Beautiful.
and how he fights with short swords while he has his one forbidden sword that he refuses to use draped on his back. That's like his
Of course.
ancestral weapon. It's such a cool vibe. And Rokuro has a demon curse on him similar to the ones on Velvet and Aizen. That I just think it's a cool samurai look. And Laffy, the little boy here that's sort of rescued from an orphanage of sorts by Velvet. It's a little bit more complicated than that. He's wearing sort of like a normal little like priest page boy altar boy side of outfit,
boy.
but he also
Yeah.
has this dog collar on him for no reason at all. That and I think it's because he used to be a slave and Velvet rescues him from slavery and he just doesn't want to get rid of his collar. But man, it's a bad look.
It's
Don't
not
wear a slave
cool.
collar. Just don't.
Yeah.
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 I do like it's a nice inversion on the kind of like holy lady trope, you know, where it's like the kind of evil looking dude with the like holy girl. It's Shadow Hearts basically. You know, so Velvet being kind of the you know, the one with the darkness, and like, you know, the boy being kind of like pure. Usually they usually choose a young girl instead because it's just easier to sell that trope, but they did a great job with Laffy.
And in general, I mean
He's
the
such
whole
a sweet boy.
the whole game is a bit of an inversion of what we think of as good and bad. Like the
Yeah.
bad guys
That's true.
are sort of knights and church affiliated, so they're dressed in like a lot of silver and white and gold and with
Yeah.
like regal tone. But your main characters are a bunch of like escaped slaves, escaped prisoners, pirates, fugitives.
Your motley crew.
Yeah, just a motley crew that's trying to topple the
anti-heroes.
no, it's an anti-hero sort of Tales of game.
Just because you're pointing that out, like, so like going on to Tales of Zestiria, right? So usually in Tales games, the water element and the wind element is depicted as a female thing, the Undine and the Sylph. But in Zestiria, they're
flipped,
actually
that's right.
the elemental guys. who
Yeah,
are the
water and wind
the
are
one.
guys, and fire and earth are girls in
And
Zestiria.
fire and
That's
earth are
true.
girls. Yeah, so they actually flipped it, which is cute because that was a conscious decision. It had to be.
And speaking of cute, I really like Teresa's outfit. She's a reformed knight. That
Love it. It's so cute.
Yeah. She at first she's hunting Velvet, then she
Yeah.
eventually joins you when she realizes that you're sort of on the righteous side. So she's a former knight of Artorias's group, but
That coral hair color is really charming.
yeah, no, her hair is nice. She's
Yeah.
wearing a jacket and a dress that's definitely feminine, but also armored. It's kind of like the hunter's outfit that Audra showed off before, in that it's functional
Yeah.
armor, but also has a skirt but you can tell that it's like an armor skirt and not a provocative skirt.
Yeah. It's really contrasting as Velvet nicely too. Like when you see them kind of antagonizing for a long time, like you can kind of juxtapose their designs against each other. She got blue and white, and Velvet's got black and red.
Oh yeah, no, they start off as rivals and enemies before becoming frenemies. And I regrettably I haven't finished Tales of Berseria. I got really stuck.
It can be long.
I got stuck at the end, and then I lost like an hour of progress because of a bad random back attack battle. So that just disenchanted me, and I haven't picked it up.
But tell
since.
me, Mike, what do you think of Magilu?
I think she looks like a patchwork quilt.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Magilu's outfit is all over the place. She's a very, very fun character,
She's great,
and I like her in the game. I just think her outfit is.
It's the book skirt that kills me. I'm like, that's
a skirt made of
a lot.
It's like purple, pink, and white, and a skirt made of books.
I like her hair though. She's got like a cool ombre in the hair that goes black. It's very cool. But...
No. Her hair is interesting, I sort of like the feather collar around her jacket, and her hat is like a play on a witch's hat, where it's like a pink flower that goes into a witch's purple hat.
The idea is kind of fun.
She's just a lot. I think what she has going is too loud, and she has asymmetrical stockings, and I'm not sure I like that much either. That sort of screams I'm not like other girls a little bit.
No, it's not my favorite either. Like I thought Archie from Fantasia was a bit more fun of that kind of jester type. Not really, but like she's got like the kind of spiky collar and the kind of crazy hair. And
I love Archie from Fantasia. I
think that's a way better version of like that kind of jestery, happy, magical design, kind of pulled back a bit.
And both Archie and Magilu are sort of witch characters, but I mean Archie has like a bright pink gown and pink hair, but is much more muted than Magilu is.
Tales of Fantasia SNES Archie looks like she's wearing like a vest, or like all the characters that look so funny, like the first version.
Yeah, everyone had a character redesign except for Kless, going from the SNES version to the PlayStation version.
They look a lot more humble. It literally looks like they're just wearing cardigans. Like but like it's okay.
Yeah, Mint goes from wearing like a fur coat to being dressed as like a priestess nurse.
Like very on the nose, like she's literally got a medical symbol on her outfit.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of her spells is first aido, like so.
You have to say it like that too.
Yeah, it's first aid, but Fantasia had even though it's a 1995 Super Famicom game, it had a remarkable amount of voice acting in combat. So I think of those spells as Kless, Mint, and Archie and Clarth yelling them out loud.
Did you like Bienfu?
Well, I mean, that's Magilu's familiar character who's wearing a sort of masked top hat with a bow on it, and I find it hilarious how Magilu physically abuses him, but the hat with a bow on it is just a little bit. It's a little bit silly.
A little human-y.
Yeah, a little like
when you dress up a dog with human outfits.
Yeah, if you're dressing up a cat as a magician or something, or like Zatara or Zatanna from DC Comics. It's I don't know. I don't like the I don't like Bienfu's outfit much. But again, I like Tales of Berseria. It's a game I wish I would revisit and finish, but I was really depressed after I beat 2 hard bosses in a row, then lost all of the progress from a random battle. It was really depressing. So I haven't gone back to it, but I may yet, because it's
always such a buzzkill when that happens.
It was the worst buzzkill. I really do like that game. I think it's above average for Tales. But that main cast, I love half of it and hate half of it in terms of their fashion choices. But Audra, the last one, I'm guessing this is one that you maybe don't like as much. Can you tell us a little bit about Final Fantasy 15?
Well, it's Cindy's outfit from Final Fantasy 15. I'm not It would be fine if like she was a character going to the beach or something to hang out with friends. But I mean, as the mechanic, I'm like, it just is so impractical that it's just
She's
kind
working
of
with hot
your
oil.
eyes. Yeah. She could seriously hurt herself.
She could accidentally touch something chrome or spit oil or spill oil or grease on herself, and her entire week would be ruined because she is wearing like jean shorts that don't count as shorts, a belt that hangs below those
God.
shorts,
Yeah.
ridiculous jean stockings, a jacket opened to show her underwear.
Her face and personality are super cute too. Like
I
they
know.
didn't need to
I
do
love
this.
her backstory and just how her role in the game and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I think
just-
her trucker head is sort of cute too.
I posted a fan design just below the Cindy one that like got a lot of attention, and it's like still really really cute, but like immediately more practical and to the like actual occupation.
yeah.
But like yeah, she actually has like a a one like the mechanic onesie, and it's still yellow. Like you can still do it. It's possible. You can
Yeah.
make it look better without being that obviously a bikini.
She's wearing maybe less clothes or has more exposed skin than Velvet in the previous image, but she's a mechanic who's like working on the FF15 team's car. Right?
I think it's like somebody had
Yeah.
a knee jerk reaction. It's like, oh no, our game stars 4 guys. Like we gotta
Quick,
throw
we
them
must
this.
throw
Yeah.
something in. Yeah.
Or someone stupidly hot, which like again, yeah, she's really cute. She really didn't need this.
Mm-mm.
I think she's the only time that if you like wash your car, it's the only time they'll cut to a cutscene of her like from the view of her washing the car from the front.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which I was like,
Yeah, I think
Classy.
the male gaze of the camera does not do Cindy any favors. If anything, it'll make you feel a little gross in certain scenes.
That's goofy. They didn't need it. She's lovely on her own.
She deserves
I
better.
agree.
The,
Yes.
the fan design you posted, Steph, actually I think looks great. She's wearing just a mechanic's jumpsuit, but still shows her feminine side with a little halter top on. That's
Yeah.
actually nice.
Yeah.
Like
That's such a fun design.
they should have gone with something. The all yellow makes me think of April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles, but the but I mean that's because Cindy has a yellow jacket on in her original design, I guess. But they should have kept her face and her hair and even her body type, but just given her some an outfit suitable for a mechanic.
Yes. Otherwise, she should just be going to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done, a beach episode. That would have been a huge DLC because it always is.
I mean,
Save it for that.
we've talked about
Everybody
two.
gets
We've talked about
shorts.
2 Tales games already, and all of them have either a beach episode or a hot springs episode.
That's true, yeah, and they give you the
It's-
outfits, the bathing suit outfits. And they tend to have really goofy fun with it too, yeah. Like they'll get like scuba outfits on characters and stuff. Have fun with it, you know? You don't
Yeah.
just have to do sexy for sexy's sake. Just do something cool with it.
I hope I'm not coming across as a prude because there. I mean I am not
It's
against.
not creative. That's what my beef is. It's
Yeah,
just
it's-
clearly
it's-
a
Yeah.
sexy outfit for sexy's sake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They always seem like they're just trying to grab attention than rather trying to do something interesting. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not against
Yeah.
a sexy design now and then.
Oh,
Oh
and-
no,
Oh.
but
I think she'd be fine in a different context. Just
yeah, but
Yeah.
Cindy and
Mechanic
Velvet
is-
like
Yeah.
girls put on some more clothes.
She's at work. You need to cover
It's
yourself
like would you go to a
more.
job interview dressed like this? Actually,
Oh my
well, you know what? It would
God.
depend for some jobs maybe, but let's not dwell on that too much. Mario, what do you have for us for your final entry? Oh my goodness
Oh my.
gracious!
Yeah, so I feel like Tingle is a very love him or hate him kind of character.
Oh, where do you
for
fall? Where do
various
you fall?
reasons. And in particular, so I wanted to bring attention to the Tingle outfit in Breath of the Wild in particular because
So
when
this
you
is
put
not
that
this is not
outfit-
Tingle. This is Link
this is
in
Link
a Tingle
in
outfit.
a Tingle outfit.
It might
and-
be what Tingle looked like in his youth, before he.
Oh my god. I feel like, yeah, no matter how you feel about Tingle's outfit himself and like what the character's supposed to be and everything, just having this outfit on Link and like Breath of the Wild Link in particular too is just, yeah, I don't even know where to start with it really because
Do tell, like
it's stretched out obviously to fit like Link's body type and it's very
Yeah.
tight around him, which is, yeah, it's just a lot.
I mean, it's tight on Tingle too. He just lets it all bear
Yeah,
out.
that's true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Link and Tingle have different body type, let's say. And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't even mind the top that looks a little bit like a turtleneck or like a like with the cobra design on the back. I don't mind that. I don't even
I
mind
didn't notice the Cobra design on there till now. Was it always there?
I don't know. I haven't played
Yeah.
Link Breath of the Wild with this costume.
It makes you run faster at night or something like that. It's
Yeah,
really
it makes you
weird.
run faster. Yeah.
So odd.
But there's two things I just hate.
What's
And,
that?
and they should be very clear. First of all, the hood is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks like
dorky.
I don't know, like an elf member of the Green Ku Klux Klan. It's just awful.
Oh my god.
And but even worse are like why does he have red booty shorts? Why?
Yeah.
Why is he
it's
wearing
Superman looks.
red
It is a Superman
red
look.
briefs? He's wearing red briefs over a green jumpsuit. And he's even showing a little bulge. I mean, oh my
It
god.
breaks up the outfit a little bit. You need the red. It's actually what completes the
It completes
outfit.
the
Yes,
look, definitely.
yes. I mean that's also
This
why you
is
wear
what
a
fairies
belt.
look like. I don't know what to tell you.
It's what fairies look like.
Oh boy,
Even the curly shoes.
This is
are
what
very
peak
nice
fairy
touch.
looks like.
deal with it.
the
Who's
curly
my
boots
favorite
are a
fairy?
Nice touch.
Yeah, the curly boots.
Oh
The
my
curly
God.
boots I don't hate nearly as much as the red briefs or the green hood, but the red briefs and the green hood are terrible. Oh my god.
Breath of the Wild Link is like deceptively like svelte, like yeah. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. He's very muscular underneath it all.
I think the basic outfit in Breath of the Wild is actually great. Like having
Yeah.
I mean people were a little bit not sure about him going from green to blue, but it looks
I'm
so good
so
that I
mad
don't care.
about that. I am straight up mad when people say that because he's had the same design for 20 plus games.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like the
Agreed.
Breath of the Wild design.
And I think it's still cool that you can unlock the like old school Link in a number of different ways.
Yes.
Like yeah,
Every rendition too, like all the little minor differences between the different Link designs, like they actually
Yeah.
did capture it.
the thing is, like the Breath of the Wild Link outfit is so good, and the classic Link
fresh.
outfit is so timeless. This
Yeah.
feels like a perversion of both.
It does.
Touche.
And he's still got the whatever he's not the backpack he's wearing, but like I guess what Tingle uses to like fly with balloons, I guess. Like,
Oh
he still
yeah,
has
yeah,
that.
it's like a
Yeah.
harness for his balloons. Like from the front,
Yeah.
you think he has a backpack on, but there's really not much there.
I think
Yeah,
Tingle has
but-
that clock on too, right? Yeah. he
Yeah,
does,
that's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's got the red booty shorts. They definitely gave him like he's got more like the speedos Tingle, but they actually gave Link the kind of like svelte bathing suit shorts.
Yeah, they're not
You might see.
they're swim trunks. They go a little bit past the past the crotch level, but
I think
I
it's
call
like
them
Daniel Craig and Casino Royale.
yeah,
and-
they're I mean they look like hot pants or booty shorts. I just can't I understand needing to break up an outfit with something like a belt or a change of color, but this is not the way to do it. I would much rather he wear one of the skirts that we've described in the previous entries.
Oh boy, disagreement. I think Team
Oh,
Booty Shorts
no.
is
Oh boy. Well, all right. The line in the sand has been drawn.
The skirt might clash with the boots, actually.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. That's a good point.
I would almost rather that if they were a little bit longer, I wouldn't hate him as much. Or maybe would it be too brown if they were brown instead? Because he has there's a lot of brown.
Too. Yeah, looks
Well,
like he's a holiday elf.
Christmassy. Well, I mean, okay. I always said that that Wind Waker Link looked kind of like the elf that wants to be a dentist in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh my god,
So-
that's so
Oh my
funny.
Yeah.
god.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
so-
god, I see that.
Yeah, right. So I guess if we really wanted to make him go full Christmas, he can star in a 2023 version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If Rankin Bass as a company still exists, I'm not sure it does.
God, I don't even know either.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
they-
I think
either.
those just pulling in those royalties.
I mean, those Rankin Bass cartoons and claymation specials from the 60s and 70s are famous, but
Mhm.
I mean, this ain't it. You don't want to be Herbie the elf that wants to be a dentist.
That's kind of why I'm over just the entire Green Link tunic. Like, I think they just ran out of ways to make that look cool.
I think it would be great to have Link have roughly the same facial features every game, but give him a new outfit for every major one. Why
It
not?
works so well
Yeah.
to change your outfit in this one. Like, they had so many great costumes in Breath of the Wild, so many great combos.
Yeah, a lot of good callbacks too.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should do
Oh,
a
yeah.
follow-up episode after Tears of the Kingdom comes out, so we can do a proper fashion critique of it.
I wonder if that game will have a Tingle outfit.
Oh boy.
Because like Link's hair barely fits in the hood in this game, and like now he's got even longer
it's even
hair.
more wild,
So
yeah.
Oh boy. If that outfit does not come back in Tears of the Kingdom, Mario, please send me the petition to add it. And I'll submit a signature for it.
oh my god, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, but we need to move on still. Steph, you have one more entry for us, and I'm gonna let you tell us whether this is one you love or hate. But let's talk about Final Fantasy X.
Let's talk about it. There's a lot
It's a
to
look.
say. It's a look. Okay, so straight up, I'm gonna get right off the cuff. I absolutely loathe the fact that our boy here is a water sports champion and he's wearing a hood underwater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just
Yeah,
creates
that's-
drag. What is he
And
doing?
he never wears said hood when he both A, visits a thundery place, and 2, when he visits a hot place and could shield himself from the sun. This makes
It
me
is
very
an
mad.
impractical hood.
It's a practical hood. Just throw it on. I don't
And
care. what you
I
wear.
already just I mentioned this for one of the Magna Carta characters as well, but I do not like the asymmetrical pants on him.
Yeah.
I
the
guess
shorts
to make him look
kinda shorter.
interesting, but I don't like it. I don't love it either.
And
I
then
don't
you
know.
you see his like under tights on his
Yeah.
one pant leg that's shorter. He's not
Under tights.
he's wearing arm protection on just one arm and no knee protection or helmet.
I get it. Like swimming caps are not sexy. They're like the opposite of sexy. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to think that this is like an athletic outfit because I don't see it. That looks like the fishing overalls you wear so you don't get wet in the water. But like with the bottom half cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that it's contemporary. Like I like that he actually has that big chain necklace, which is very cool on guys, especially in the 2000s. He even has like the stupid wallet chain, what looks like a wallet chain.
Oh, he does.
So I think that's actually kind of cool and contemporary. I like the colors. I like that he's really representing Xanarkand, head to toe, and even in the future. I think
Yeah,
that's,
geez.
that's
FF10 was 2000 or 2001, right? So yeah, that's definitely the wallet chain era.
that was wallet chain era. Yeah, that was full force wallet chain era, and definitely peak Nomura, where all of his style ideas came from. Like even Kingdom Hearts 3, like the characters look very 2000s with like the plaid and the kind of rocker look.
Yeah.
I think
Which
the
is kinda
overalls look okay on Waka, who is showing both arms and has a more symmetrical outfit.
He actually looks like a fisherman, which
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
for Besaid,
exactly.
And
No,
he's got
Yeah.
a fisher necklace, and again those kind of
Yeah,
pants.
he lives in a fishing community, and his pants look kind of like waders without being like like
Is that what
total.
they're called?
Well,
Waders?
no, waders, Waders. If they're like
Oh,
ones that
cool.
go all the way down to the boot, it's not quite like that. Waka's pants are more like chaps, but
Yeah.
but
Did not know that.
yeah, Titus's looks like waders or a fisherman's overalls or something that he cut off on two awkward places.
Yeah, he's like, no, that's too. It doesn't look cool at all. And then he like
Yeah,
cut out
he
and slaps
Made his own
cool,
custom. Yeah.
Like, like that, like the tribal tattoos we're in. Like that's what his Xanarkand symbol kind of looks like.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the longer pant leg. God,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
kinda
I keep
It's all
going back
stuff
to
that
the
was really
asymmetrical
in.
pants. I just hate it so much.
Yeah, I don't know, and especially for what he does. Like I love his sword though. I think it is like the best sword in the
Oh,
entire
the
series.
Oh, the
the-
sword is
the-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
the
yeah.
crystallized H2O, the story behind
Yeah.
it, and
The
just
the
cool
blue
design.
brotherhood sword, right?
And it even actually looks good with him. The yellow and the blue kind of contrast nicely. Like he stands out in the water, so I guess that's why they made him blue and red yellow and red instead. So he looks really good in the blue. But also just to compare and contrast, like with everybody else, like Lulu, I think has been talked to death. I actually love her look as far as like goth chicks go.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I like
the
Lulu's
belt
look.
dress has become a joke over the years, but it
I think
doesn't
it's cool.
it doesn't look bad. It looks like she has
No.
difficulty moving around, but otherwise she looks fine.
Well, when they're actually crashing into the wedding in Bavel, they don't show her on the ropes, and they crash the wedding and they're like surfing down the ropes. Yeah, they don't show Lulu doing that because
It would have been interesting to animate that, but because Riku, Waka, and Tidus have much more freedom of movement.
Yuna, I always absolutely love her design. I think she looks really cool. She's got some sort of weird like mud boots on. I don't really care for about that, but again, I think that's kind of 2000s.
It looks like a Korean's one of those traditional floral outfits.
Yeah, it's pure like all of the kind of motif, like a lot of motifs from Final Fantasy X and Spira are very Asian influenced. Very different parts of it too.
I really like
crazy
Riku,
nice.
Yuna's, and Lulu's
gorgeous.
hair because
Lulu's hair's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
they all three women have hair that frame their face in a different way, but all of them look good. I mean, Oron's samurai outfit's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, but I also think it's a little try too hard. Like he's like straight up out of a samurai like book.
It's
He's
a
got
little
the
it's a
jug.
little chuny. Yeah, it's a little bit of
Yeah.
a it's like, oh, oh yeah, that guy that lives down the street from me. I've never asked him, but I bet he has a collection of swords.
That 50-year-old, I mean, sorry, 33-year-old or something like that. He's like super young.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be
Yeah.
35 or something, but
He's only like
looks
30.
he's a man.
Yeah.
He's like 30. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's the
now
old
I'm,
man
Looks
of
and
the
sounds
party.
like my dad.
I
Yeah.
am now older than most of the old men in the JRPGs I play, which is sad. But which is why I appreciate characters like your boy Gull from Tales of Hearts. Like we need more people
Yeah.
like that, please.
Right? I kind of love Riku because again she looks very 2000s with like that kind of frayed out hair
Yeah.
and the like the butterfly like she's like a few clips shy of butterfly clips in her hair.
Yeah, and she has a mini skirt or shorts on, but
Yeah, it's like super shorts.
yeah, but they fit
It's
her
cute.
a little bit
Yeah,
because she's
the whole outfit's kind of cute.
Yeah.
It works on her. I like the little and she's got like the feathers, kind of the braid and the feathers like on there too. It's a fun design. It's fine. I don't know. I'm kind of really iffy on Final Fantasy X designs.
They're very interesting.
because
Very.
it has a lot of Islander look, a lot of East Asian look, and
But then again, it also has stuff that's just very like kind of clashing. Like again, this is like your farmer NPCs versus main characters. Like who's the hero? It's very obviously them.
it's also a very vividly colored game. There's just so many
It is,
bright
yeah.
colors, especially in the starting few areas on Besaid where it's very tropical.
Yeah.
But I feel like I like most of these designs other than Tidus. Like,
Yeah.
get out of
It's
here, man.
very loud, and I don't think it helps that he's like a bit of a wiener in the game.
That
You
too.
know, so like his personality just kind of clashes it for me even more.
I'm
You know,
glad
like-
that James Arnold Taylor got to voice a much more likable character when he took over the role of Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank a few
Yeah,
years
that was
later.
him, yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's right.
in every game but the first one, it's James Arnold Taylor.
Yeah. I think Kimari looks great doing the whole
Oh,
purple
yeah.
cat
I
thing
love
before
Kimari.
Avatar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, the Ronso outfits are, you know, they're like savage barbarian outfits, but they look so good. All of the Ronso look cool. In
They look very
FF10.
cool, and I like the
Yeah.
whole like he's got the one cut off horn, right? You know, that whole
Mhm.
symbolism
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
that,
which
so it
which
makes
is
it
a
stand
symbol of
out.
shame, but then he beats up his bullies and you know asserts a leadership role. I mean, you gotta love Kimari.
Yeah. Kamari's
Love
great.
Kimari.
Yeah, Kamari's great. Well, all but playing him. Go figure.
Yeah. all
He's
but-
like
Damn
the
it.
coolest looking character who has the most boring moveset.
Yeah. Oh my god, we
Yeah.
could probably do a whole episode on just Final Fantasy X-2's round of fashion.
Well, we did 2 episodes on
Appreciate
Final
it.
Fantasy X-2, I think around a year ago.
Yeah.
And those dress spheres, they're, oh boy, let me tell you, there's a lot of
The
conversations to
whole,
have
like,
around those.
Like Yuna is like the pretty outfit, Riku's the kind of fun, quirky outfit, and Pain is like the tomboy outfit. It's just such a fun idea to carry the whole.
I am amused that they had this sort of the
It's so much fun.
yeah the most sort of rough edged tomboy character be named Pain. It's like
I
that's
know.
a little-
Yeah.
but I mean
my
it's
eyes
it's
are
kind of
on
like
the nose.
it's kind of like Pokemon gym leaders. Sometimes their names are a little on the nose.
Yeah, yeah. My name
Alright.
is Norman. I'm a normal type. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh my
there
God.
really is a normal type
Yeah.
named Norman. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Gen 3, right? Your dad?
Yeah.
Although he's only the second best normal type gym leader because I mean Larry with his iconic regular office guy suit.
Oh my God. Larry's
I am-
great.
I am this close to cosplaying Larry, like for
Oh my
real.
God.
I'll buy a bunch of like Dunsparce toys
It's
and
his eyebrows
hand them
that
out at a
kill
convention.
me.
It's
Like,
the
just
eyebrows and his messy hair and the way that he
Yeah.
just has this resigned side. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get fired if I don't accept this gym challenge right now.
Like it's crazy. Just we have to do a Pokemon episode. I think like the designs for that series are
We-
just like, way
Yeah.
too fun.
Well, you know, I think we could do a Final Fantasy fashion episode or a Pokemon fashion episode, or
Yeah,
even
yeah, it's
Steph.
coming back.
We can have you solo a Dragon Quest fashion episode, couldn't we? You'd love that.
Honestly, yes. No, I love Akira Toriyama's designs. Okay. So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you can
Well,
have
all right. Well, yeah,
No
usually,
irony.
yeah. Well, usually you are like teaming up with Jono as the lead Dragon Quest disdainers of RPG fan.
But I don't actually hate the games. I just hate playing them. I think they're so much fun. Like, well, funny. You know, just it's a little too old school for me. And the games are like 1 billion hours long.
only like 2 of them are more than 60 hours
7.
long.
7 is like
7 and 11,
130
7 and
hours
11
or
are
something.
super long. Yes, but all of the other ones are less than 50 hours.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. If I'm talking about the different hour lengths of different Dragon Quest games, we're near the end of the episode. But I have one final question for you. I don't want you to tell me a character or a game. what is one fashion item or accessory that you've seen before in a video game? It doesn't have to be RPGs, whatever you want, that you want to make a comeback. It's like I don't care whether it's a style of clothing or an accessory,
That's
like just.
interesting.
But I want to hear a clothing item or an accessory that you think should make a comeback in RPG fashion. And again, it can be a style of dress or a single clothing item. But does anyone have any idea? I have mine too, but I'll let you guys go first.
Since we were just talking about FF10, I wanted to give a shout out to Lulu's like Moogle dolls that she attacks with or whatever. Like
Yeah.
attacking with a cute little doll is something I want to see more of.
The
Nice.
Tactics Ogre, Ogre Battle had a doll mage. And,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
the
Oh my
doll.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I need to see more of that. That's cute.
It's such a cute idea, and the fact that it actually changed like to different mascots in this series was just like chef kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her best weapon or her ultimate weapon is an Onion Knight from FF3, right?
Yeah.
I think so,
basically,
yeah.
The best one is the Onion Knight. Yeah. That's
All right,
really
so Steph, do you have an idea for an accessory or clothing item you want to see make a comeback?
Do I? Yes, I do. I want to go back to the mythical age of the 90s and bring back headbands.
There's some pretty good headbands in that Pokemon image that Mario showed us. It was the Ghost Gym leader from Gold has a pretty cool headband.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh god, yeah, there were a lot of headbands, and even the it's like the ninja girl. She had like that kind of like, it was like part headband, part like just kind of holding the hair together. I don't even know what it is. It's just too obscure for me. I whenever I think of headbands, I just think of Tales of Fantasia, who kick-started, or like right in the middle of the 90s was like
Oh yeah. Kless's
headband.
headband is like it's like Ryu from Street Fighter. Just the headband's bright and red, and you can't miss it.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just think they look cool, even though in real life they look dumb as hell.
I'd like to say something next. I think exactly like you mentioned, Steph. I think this next one toes the line between cool as hell and dumb as hell, and that is Vice's glass eye patch from Skies of Arcadia.
God, I know.
He has an eye patch, but it's not really an eye patch because it's like a monocle held in place by straps going across his head.
Does it do anything? Isn't it like a measuring thing?
I know. Yeah, he uses it like a scope to zoom in on
Okay.
stuff, like when he's scoping out, because you're Sky Pirates in Skies of Arcadia, and he'll like adjust the thing on his eye patch to zoom in on the enemies, like a Dragon Quest Scouter, or a Dragon Ball Scouter or something. But it's so ridiculous, and I've only ever seen it on that one character. I want them to bring it back on some other silly ass character, because the eye patch monocle Scouter thing is just so specific and ridiculous. I want it brought back.
That's actually a good answer. Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, it was the thing I was thinking of while I was coming up with this question for y'all. Audra, do you have any ideas for us?
I'd say bells as weapons, because I love Geomancer job.
Oh yeah, in
cool.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, Final Fantasy V Geomancers wave their bell, and then like a bunch of sound icons bash into the enemy.
Please, I think it's on sale right now. Please go play Star Ocean 6, because they actually have a bell user, and it's really, really fun mechanically.
Ooh.
It is actually like a blast to play. She gets like the most amount of skills, and she literally uses a bell in combat, and it's a lot of fun because it like creates like little rippling sound effects and stuff.
Oh.
All right.
It's mechanically satisfying.
Might have to do that, because that sounds awesome.
That sounds great. I just ordered it on Amazon. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Perfect.
Close
Yep.
enough.
I'm sure that's the game you were talking about, and I won't dislike it one bit. Okay, then that was maybe.
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I was not.
Oh.
I have only played Star Ocean 1, 2, and 3, and I'm too much of a chicken to play the later ones because I've heard how messy they are. But I have heard 6 is good though.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about 6 too. So.
It's actually good. I went in with such low expectations because I was like really worried, and because Trice has not been hitting it out of the park. But it's budget as hell, and like it's frightfully budget in a way. But like the mechanically, gameplay wise, it's very, very.
No. I don't want to talk about mechanics stuff. How are the clothes?
I actually like it. The clothes are done, the characters' designs are done by Akimon, who does a lot of Capcom designs and is really good at making like very chunky, like very muscular, which is great for like Street Fighter designs. But just I don't know how to describe it. It's just very full-looking clothes, and they look really
Square
nice when
Enix
rendered in
RPG
3D.
with Capcom fighting game designs, you say?
Ooh.
And that sounds like I am in the center of that Venn diagram. I'm
Also,
right
the
there in
main
the
girl
middle.
in Star Ocean 6 is just positively adorable, and I want to hug her every scene she's in. She's
Aw.
lovely. Yeah. So no, I actually really recommend it. It's
Okay,
kind of a good
so
game.
our final
All right,
fashion
thank you.
recommendation is Star Ocean 6, not The Last Hope, but
No.
is it the something force?
6 is the Divine Force.
Yes, the
I just know it as the numbers. Yeah.
yeah,
I
Star
don't
Ocean
remember
6, the Divine Force. Or actually, you know what? I don't think any of the Star Ocean games are officially numbered. They just always have a subtitle.
They are in Japan. It's one of those.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a Shadow Hearts scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. All right, well, all right. If we're talking about the numbering schemes of different RPGs in a fashion episode, it's probably near the time for the end of the fashion episode. Listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this fashion journey. Again, it was half celebration, half roast.
Write us some of yours, actually. Like, tell us what you know, and we'll actually share it on a future fashion podcast. I think
Yeah,
that should be kinda
if
cool.
you have if you have your own fashion
Yeah.
critiques of RPG characters, please
ones you
tell
love,
us.
ones you hate.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. Whether you like it or you hate it, please tell us in social media, in responses to this post, or or you can contact us directly. The best way to reach us is the email retro@rpgfan.com. But RPGFan is also on Facebook, on Twitter as RPGFancom, Instagram as RPGFancom, and also dedicated pages for Discord, YouTube, and Twitch. Those are the best ways to reach out to us, especially with your fashion ideas. But leaving the world of fashion for now, we are only 2 episodes into January here on Retro Encounter. We have 2 more coming, and they are both going to be about Ogre Battle 64, a person of lordly caliber, a game I have barely started for the podcast, so I hopefully can get some more time in over the next few weeks.
That's a good one. It's not easy.
Yeah, no, I've heard some worrying things about it, but it is a very loved game, and I just it's also will be only the second N64 game that we've covered on Retro Encounter. The first was I think 6 or 7 years ago with the Majora's Mask episodes.
Yeah. We've exhausted the 2 RPGs on the system.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I
I'm
would
just
not
kidding.
I would not be against a Paper Mario episode in the future,
Oh,
but
boy,
Quest
yeah.
64 much less so.
You know what? Okay, I was gonna go on a tangent on Quest 64, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Unless it's about Brian Bartholomew's clothes, we don't need to go into Quest 64
His name
discussion.
is Brian. I bet the Brians of the world were psyched as hell.
No, I had a close friend in middle school around the time that came up, and his name was Brian Bartoldus, and we made fun of, and he made fun of the game for a full year because Brian Bartholomew's name was so close to his own. But okay, now we're talking about my childhood friends from 20 plus years ago. Now it's definitely time to end the podcast. But the after January, we have February coming up. We are doing 2 episodes on Lost Odyssey, and the rest of the month is starting to be planned out, and those are starting to fall into place. But I'm not prepared to share Retro Encounter plans beyond Ogre Battle 64 in January and Lost Odyssey in February. But RPG Fan doesn't only have those sites I mentioned earlier. There's also a special RPG Fan shop. If you go to rpgfan.com/shop, you can find RPG Fan emblazoned apparel and coffee mugs and phone cases and all manner of other things, with more to come in the future. That's one of the best ways to support RPG Fan with your dollars. RPG Fan also has 2 other podcasts: Random Encounter every 2 weeks about randomness, and Rhythm Encounter every 2 weeks about RPG music. Rhythm, Random, and Retro Encounter can all be reviewed on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or Spotify, or however you're listening to us. Please give us feedback, especially if it's 5-star feedback. But if you want to give us feedback as individuals and not as a podcast or a website, let's tell the listeners how they can find us, the panelists, starting with you, Steph.
I am everywhere on the internet as at Dice SMS, like dice, like throwing dice, and SMS, like the text. But yeah, you can find me on there. I draw pictures for a living. You can see some of my art there, and I talk video games.
You are super, super good at drawing pictures, and I've even commissioned something from you in the past. That is 1000% worth it. So please find Steph as Dice SMS online and throw money at her so she can draw more pictures. Audra, how can people find you online?
Usually email audrab@rpgfan.com.
Now, Mario, your turn.
Cool. For me, you can find me on Twitter at exptoony. That's EXPTOONY.
And for me, I'm probably easiest to find on Twitter. I'm at The Real Monsoon most of the time, at Evoker for Dogs at other times, and on RPG Fans Discord, I am Monsoon Mike. So, listeners, I'm not saying that you have to live your life dressed as a character from an RPG, but just, as you're playing our favorite games, understand that there is power in your visual choices, and just always look your best. Thank you, good night, and good luck.